Hello everyone, this is Mike from Carolina Blue Smoke Barbecue and Outdoor Cooking. Today we're going to fix something that we have to have with our barbecue, and that is some smoked mac and cheese. I've got an old school recipe that uses Velveeta cheese, and some people don't like Velveeta cheese. So this one we're going to do it without. And I'm going to give you at the very end of this video 2 different recipes on if you want it creamier or more like a baked consistency. So please like and subscribe to our channel and check out this video. Thank you. All right, I forgot to include bacon bits, but I throw some bacon bits on this as well. But we got some Philadelphia cream cheese, butter, some smoked Gouda, some mild cheddar, and some Colby and Monterey Jack. We got some noodles, and we also got milk. And I'll give you again all the ounces at the very end. All right, I like to shred my own cheese, and my wife accidentally picked up slices, so this was a hot mess, but we got it done. These were 2 32-ounce packs. We're going to use about 24 ounce out of each one of them. And then the smoked Gouda that I'm shredding right here, that was 1.5 pounds. We used about 1 pound of it, 16 ounces. All right, let's make this roux for the macaroni and cheese here. So take a half a stick of butter. You want to heat this up, get it good and melted. Then we're going to come back with a 1/4 cup of flour, all-purpose flour. We're going to make this just like you're making milk gravy. So I'm going to pour this flour in here, and let's get this browned up, and then we'll pour the milk in here. It's going to be 3 cups of milk. Again, this recipe at the very end, I'm going to show you. This is going to taste more like a baked mac and cheese, but you can double the part I'm doing right now to make it more creamy. But let's put this in here and go ahead and... All right, we're pouring in 3 cups of milk, and then you're going to stir this. You're going to bring it to a boil, salt and pepper it to your liking. You want to do this just like you're going to do milk gravy, as I mentioned before. Once it starts boiling, then you're going to cut it off. We're going to start adding that cream cheese. At the same time, we're bringing water to a boil, put a little bit of butter in there, a little bit of salt, and then we got 2 pounds of noodles we're going to add to this once it starts boiling. If you've cooked gravy before, you know you got to constantly keep that milk moving, and that's what you want to do with this roux you're creating for this smoked mac and cheese. It has thickened up and is starting to boil, so this is where you cut the heat completely off. Starting out, we did probably medium heat to start with. You can crank it up a little bit, if you want to get it to boil. Just again, do not stop for moving this, but it's nice and thick right now. And we're getting ready to add this cream cheese. It's an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Again, if you want it really creamy instead of more of a baked consistency, you'll double up at the very end. I'll show you that, but this is a nice consistency right here. So let's throw these blocks of cream cheese in on it. All right, so it's time to add this 8 ounces of cream cheese. We leave it over to the side, kind of let it soften up a little bit. Maybe set it out for about 30 minutes. And then we take our little whisk here, and you just want to, again, consistently stir this. It's going to get nice and thick eventually here, but just make sure you keep that thing stirring so that you don't scorch the milk and this cream cheese. Then we're going to add a little bit of cheese in here, and then pour the noodles out, drain the noodles, and put all this together. Let's do it. So we take about a handful of the shredded medium cheddar, and then about a handful of the Monterey and Colby as well. We're going to mix it in with this roux. Now I've done it both ways, put it straight into on top of the noodles and then pour the roux on top of that. I just wanted to do something a little bit different this time, so I melted it ahead of time. But here, again, just constantly keep it moving. And then we also throw in a handful of smoked Gouda as well. We have drained our noodles and poured it in this huge pan I got, mixing bowl. I love this mixing bowl, but took a handful of the the medium cheddar, a handful of the Monterey and Colby, and then some of that smoked Gouda, and then we pour this roux on top of it, and we're getting ready to just mix this thing up really well. Oh, how did I forget bacon bits? A package of bacon bits thrown in here as well. We are going to stir, and then stir some more to mix this all up really well, and then we're going to pour it into our pans. Also going to add another cup of milk. So this will be 4 cups of milk total on this recipe. 3 originally for the roux, and then 1 to mix in with this, and then we're going to pour it in the pans. Lord have mercy how cheesy this looks. Man, it is so cheesy and it's so good. Now, you may not go to the bathroom for a week, but it is really cheesy and it is so good. We're going to pour this into the 2 half pans. If you got 1 large full pan, this is what this recipe makes. But I had 2 half pans, so that's what we poured into. Then we're going to put these on the smoker. We're also going to top these off with the remaining amount of cheese we had on both of them. Now it's time to put this mac and cheese on the smoker. I cranked it up to about 250, smoke it for about an hour. If you want to brown the top of this at the very end, you can crank the heat up a little bit more. Or if you got a little torch, you can torch it. But, you know, we didn't want to burn it on top. We had kids and stuff going to eat this as well. So here's what it finally looks like after an hour. Had just a hint of smoke to it, not overbearing. Really great taste to it. I'm going to let my son tell you what he thought about it, then I'll show you the recipe. So, Anthony, what did you think about the new recipe on the smoked mac and cheese?
It was baked, and I like baked mac and cheese. It was very delicious. It had enough cheese in it, and it was really good.
So you really liked it?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Better than my typical recipe?
Better, way better than my typical recipe.
All right, thank you. As promised, here is the list, the recipe for our smoked mac and cheese. You want to have 2 pounds of dry noodles, 24 ounces of medium cheddar, 24 ounces of Colby or Monterey Jack, 16 ounces of smoked Gouda, 1 pack of bacon bits, 8 ounces of cream cheese, half a stick of butter, a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and 4 cups of milk. 3 you'll use in the roux, and 1 you'll just add in later on. If you like yours really creamy, the last 4 items I have asterisks on them. Just double that amount. You still keep the same number of noodles, same number of medium cheddar, Monterey Jack, and Colby, and smoked Gouda, bacon bits, all that stays the same. You just want to double up whenever you're making your roux. The 2 8-ounce cream cheeses, a full stick of butter, half a cup all-purpose flour, and then you'll double that with 6 cups of milk in your roux, and then you add 2 more when you mix everything up at the very end. Also, you can use heavy whipping cream or some evaporated milk as well if you want to add a little sweetness to it. So those are some things that you can do to change it up a bit. Also change up the kind of cheese you use as well. But thank you all. Please like and subscribe to Carolina Blue Smoke and Barbecue and Outdoor Cooking for more future recipes coming your way. Thank you.